Okay, guys, ignore what you see behind me. You know those are troublemakers. But hey, this is Premium Sports, PBO TV. We are out here. You can see in the city of Lagos. This is Fish Farm, Inogudu. And this is our coverage of the Arsenal-Chelsea game. Yes, Arsenal traveling to go play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. This is the biggest game in England for this match day, and after now we have the international break. That's why we have to spice up our premium sport by stepping out and talking to you, the fans, right here. I'm the amazing Kingsley. I still remain the amazing Kingsley, and we're going to talk to fans. We're going to have to listen to them again, so it's not just them stressing me in the studio. Maybe they will stress me again out here. Time will surely tell. Just hang in there. We'll serve you premium content, because this is Premium Sport on PBO TV. Okay, guys, we are still live at Fish Farm Inogudu. It's currently, as we speak, as it is hot, it's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1, or flip it, Chelsea at home. So it's Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Arsenal got the lead through Gabriel Martinelli. And then what a strike by Neto for Chelsea to restore parity. So will it end this way? Well, I've got the guys here. I'm seeing the amazing Kingsley. As you can see, to my left, Chijoke Ezeali. To my right, Boluwatito Nishola Omoniyi. The incantation like name. But let me just quickly ask. Let me start with CJ. Why are we starting with CJ? CJ, on the show last week, you didn't take my handshake. Will you take it now? Okay. Okay, good. We are outside. CJ is taking my handshake. Because, see, let me tell you guys why CJ is taking my handshake. There's a red cup with him. Yeah, you can make of it what you like. And then somebody's behind the camera. Bobolu mentioned, okay. CJ, it's 1-1 currently. And as we speak, it looks like Chelsea are back in the game, having gone a goal down. Do you see this ending this way, or maybe one of the teams will pick up maximum point as we head into the international break?
Yeah, it was looking like a draw game. It was looking like both teams would settle. But right now, Chelsea just got back to the game, and they're pushing for the winner. I won't be surprised if they get the winner. Jackson just missed a glaring chance. I know Chelsea fans will be pissed off right now, but football is what it is. If it ends in a draw, it might be a fair result.
Okay, he says if it ends in a draw, it might be a fair result. Fair result for which of the teams precisely? Arsenal will need calculator now to be chasing Liverpool. Chelsea are even same situation with Arsenal. So if one of these two teams can pick up all 3 points, then they close the gap on Liverpool. If they should drop 2 points each, because if it ends in a draw, that would be 1 point. Liverpool won yesterday. Bolu, this doesn't look good. If it ends in a draw, it doesn't look good for both Chelsea and Arsenal. But if one of them can pick up all 3 points, then it's good for one of them.
Well, if any of them pick up all 3 points, I don't think they're closing the gap on Liverpool. They're closing the gap on City. Because if you go back to what it was before this match, the Liverpool seem for now unstoppable. One of the greatest record starts in the Premier League history. But for Chelsea and Arsenal, both of them have been going back and forth. At start, it was Chelsea going, later on Arsenal. This is what you expect in the matured games, the derby, both of them playing the chess game, defend a bit, attack a bit. But Chelsea should have taken an early lead. Malo Gusto, I don't know where his head was going. He headed the ball away from the stadium so much that he got himself injured. But both of them are playing. Like CJ rightly said, Jackson could have given them a lead, but Jackson did what Jackson normally does, and he failed to score. But there may just be a heartbreak for one of them. But if it ends in a draw, I don't think anybody will be surprised.
Okay, if it ends in a draw, Bolu says he doesn't feel anyone will be surprised. We'll come back here, But before then, I just want to ask them, they made so much mouth on the show, speaking about Tottenham Hotspurs defeating Ipswich Town. Bolu said over 9.5. CJ said over 3.5. Bolu, how do you feel? Spurs lost at home to Ipswich Town, and Postecoglou, he should be fired.
He wants to win a title. This is how you win a title. And the annoying part was Ipswich Town they were yet to win a Premier League game. Now there's no team that are winless. Before this weekend, it was Wolverhampton Wanderers who won at home over them on Saturday against Southampton. Then Ipswich Town going away to Spurs. I captained Heung-min Son. I sold him before I bought him back. They considered, even after 2 goals, I felt, this is not the first time Ipswich will score 2 and still end up losing. But Spurs did what Spurs do, unpredictability, and ended up losing that game. Eggs on our faces.
Eggs on Bolu's face, half a crate. Eggs on CJ's face, maybe full crate.
It's sad. It's sad because For FPL fans anyway, I captained Son after buying him for the first time this season, and he didn't score, he didn't assist, and they lost at home. It's triple tragedy.
Okay, guys, we'll do a short break. Then we'll come back at the end of the game, and then we'll also talk to fans right here. Fish Farm, Ogudu. Bolu captain Son, CJ captain Son. I'm not supposed to laugh at them. Do you know why? I captained Alan. Yes, he scored, but my overall point is less than average score. It's still premium sports right here. Yeah, PBO TV. We are watching the Arsenal Chelsea game. Arsenal visiting Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We'll do a short break, and then when I come back, maybe it will be full time. I'll come back at full time, and then we'll talk to fans and wrap up with Bolu and CJ. Don't touch. Okay, guys, I promised to be back at full time, but you know how this job is. Roland, a Chelsea fan, had to roll me out, to come do this before, full time. Roland, it's Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. So far, so good. Have you enjoyed seeing your team play?
Sure, yeah. I enjoyed seeing them play. I've been seeing it.
So do you think Chelsea will pick up all 3 points?
Sure, we'll win. Serious. I have the confidence that we win. Serious.
You are confident?
We have the confidence.
Okay, like they say, never say never. I said I won't come back again until full time, but Ezekiel, Idon of Hype, had to drag me out again and say, no, I want to also talk. He's a Manchester United fan. Man United won today by 3-0. And so, you know that Man United want to talk. How do you feel about your team right now?
Well, right before now, if I want to watch my match, I have to take some bottle of beer to calm my temper because it's almost a high blood pressure game. But right with the new coach Ruben, at least from now we're catching up. We are catching up.
Okay. Let's set a target for Man United.
Okay.
Where do you want your team? Ruben Amorim, the new coach, is here. Where do you want your team to finish? Top 4, win the league, qualify for Champions League, or maybe win the FA Cup?
I can see the guy's spirit like we're winning cup.
Win something.
Yeah.
And then we qualify for Champions League.
I can see that spirit. We're qualifying.
Okay, right now we are seeing Arsenal against Chelsea. It's still 1-1. Which of these 2 teams do you think will win?
Well, if I will go for Arsenal.
Arsenal. Okay. Good. Now, before I let you go, Pep Guardiola, for the first time in history, since he came to England, he has lost 4 games on the bounce. Do you think Man City can still win the league, or will Liverpool, under Ancelotti, win it?
The game is not sure for anybody for now. The game is not sure. It's not sure for anybody for now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ezekiel Idon of Hype. I don't want to. I want to come back at full time, but I'm not going to say never because you have said never. Say never. It's still amazing, Kingsley. Premium Sport PBO. We are right here live at Fish Farm in Ogudu. We'll see you at full time where we'll talk to more fans, and then I'll bring back Bolu and CJ. We'll be back. See, if you have not seen fans that have shame before, you are seeing 2 for the first time. A Chelsea fan and an Arsenal fan dancing after playing 1-1. Liverpool, their mate, at top of the league. 9 points gap, but it ended Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. How do you feel, honestly, after this?
Of course, I'm not happy now. We're supposed to have finished the game. You understand? But I'm not happy.
Okay. I know that for this game you are not happy. Let's now talk about where Chelsea are right now as a team. Under Pochettino, you were not happy. Under the new coach now, Maresca, does it feel better or you are still not happy?
I don't think he's using the right players. I still feel, yes. I don't think he's using the right players. He's not so, I don't know, people praise him, but personally, I don't.
What do you think he should do differently?
You see that Jackson? I can kill him. I can kill that Jackson. Serious. I don't know why every time they will top that guy. Why? I don't know.
Okay, now, since you have mentioned Jackson, let's talk about strikers for Chelsea. there are options out there. We have you know, strikers like Alexander Isak, who plays for Newcastle. There's Victor Gyökeres, who plays for Sporting, scored a hat-trick against Man City. Then there's Victor Osimhen, our own Nigerian brother. Which of these strikers do you think Chelsea should bring in? Maybe in January or December?
Osimhen, he's doing well in Galatasaray, so I actually want Osimhen.
So if Osimhen comes to Chelsea, you'll be very happy?
Very, very happy now. Why would I not be happy? I'll be very happy.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, where do you think Chelsea will end this season? Top 4, win the FA Cup?
Top four.
Top 4 is okay. With top 4, you are fine.
For now, with the thing I'm seeing, top 4. If we even get that top 4, we are fine.
Okay, thank you so very much. Well, I just spoke with a Chelsea fan right there. She said she's not too happy with what's happening. Well, from one Chelsea fan who came to dance to another Chelsea fan, before I came on camera, he was just telling me that he's going to come and drag, and yes, that Chelsea did Arsenal a favor. Come, I'm not dancing with you. Dance alone. Dance alone. Can you imagine? From one Chelsea fan to another, and this one too is dancing. Like, are Chelsea fans this shameless? Dancing for, like, playing 1-1. What should Liverpool fans then do? Okay, guys, it's still premium sports. Amazing Kings is here, PBO TV. I told you guys, yeah, that a Tony is coming, like a Chelsea fan. Why would you be happy that you guys at home play the draw with Arsenal?
Well, it's not like we're excited, you understand, but we cannot do more than what we already have, you understand me? On a norm, when Chelsea Arsenal meet, it's quite a tight match, so for us to come up with a draw, that's expected. But normally, I feel like Chelsea let Arsenal go with that draw, you understand, based on the transport they paid to come all the way from North London, all the way to this place. But it's part of what we do, you know. It's a normal thing for we, the Blues.
Whatever is taking, I like some. He said Chelsea allowed Arsenal pick a draw because of the transportation. Now let's look at the team as a whole. Chelsea, so far so good. We know under Pochettino there were loads of complaints. Now Enzo Maresca has come on board. The team looks a bit balanced, but do you still have question marks?
Well, normally, regardless of the coach that comes in, there will be question marks. But currently, with the performance that Chelsea have been putting on, I think this is 10 or 11 games. Compared to what we had last season, this is far better. Like, we are in the top 3 currently, above us now, if I may add. But, like,
goal difference.
But it's still above, Sha, no wala. Anyways, with the way we are playing now, you will know that there's a plan for the future. You will understand that there's a style of play we are trying to get into. There's something we are trying to shift into, you know, with the team. And then the team B as well. You understand that the coach has a plan. But with all that, I feel like there are positives. The question marks are few, but we believe he's doing something good.
Okay, now let's go into a bit of details. A few tweaks here and there. If you were to be, you know, the decision makers or takers at Chelsea, which position will you make a change? And give me maybe 1 or 2 names of players that you will bring in to replace those that are there currently.
All right, I would say the number 9 position, because basically Jackson is the type of striker that likes to, you know, play off based on the team's performance. You understand? Jackson is not your core number 9. He's never staying in the box. If we had a number 9 like that, we'll be able to challenge for titles like Manchester City and Arsenal and the rest of the big boys. You understand? A name like Victor Osimhen, a name like Dusan Vlahovic, a name like Victor Gyökeres. There are a lot. If we have that singular number 9 that knows how to do the finishing job, top 3 is even too small.
You guys are going for the title.
Believe.
Okay. A final one before I let you go. Liverpool have started on a high, and Slot, he didn't buy anybody, but he's sitting pretty top of the league. City, Man City, lost 4 on the bounce. Give me your top 4 team that I think will finish top 4 at the end of the season.
Top 4 at the end of the season for me, in all honesty, with the way Liverpool is playing, I am sure that even if we find a hack to Arne Slot, he's still going to be in the top 4. So my top 4 is Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Is top 4 still the current top 4? So he believes that at the end of the season, whatever we have match day 11 will be the same thing that we'll have match day 38. Tony, it was fantastic talking to you. I would have said I wish Chelsea good luck, but then...
Don't worry, the feeling is mutual.
Okay, guys, it's still premium sport right here on PBO TV. And I'll need to call in the guys. Boluwatitoni Shola Omoni and also Chijoke Eziali. Maybe I can still talk to one or two more fans before we do that. But hey, the Amazing Kingsley is out here, right here at Fish Farm in Ogudu, Lagos State. We promised you that we'll bring you quality content across board, and that's what we are doing. We always keep to our promise. So the next faces you see here will be that of Bolu and CJ with yours truly. I'll be back. Okay, guys, it's time to wrap up the show. What a night. What an explosive encounter. It finished Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. This is still Premium Sports, PBO TV, the Amazing Kingsley, and the two of them. Yeah, troublesome guys. See, the last time we were here, they had their microphones on, they had their cups here, but these two men have gallivanted across Fish Farm and back. If you pan, you can find that there's no microphone, and we don't have their cups here. But my glass is empty. My glass has been empty all day, but but let me talk to them, guys. So far, it's ended. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1, and I'm looking at the table. I see Liverpool 28 points. I see City following Liverpool, a few points behind. But I can see, I think, 4 teams on 19 points. Chelsea, Arsenal, I think Nottingham Forest, and then either Aston Villa or thereabout. As it stands right now, the EPL is interesting.
Well, that's what it's meant to be. But the happiest man, like we said earlier on, has to be Liverpool. The prayer will be Father draw. Because if one of them wins, it means they're getting back to before the season round started. Now they are 2 points behind both of them this time around. And they'll be chilling, hoping the next game will also come in another draw. But international break is always a different feel. And the fact that this is the final for the year, it means players are not feigning injury. Players are hiding, oh, I got a knock, I got a headache. Everybody wants to get back into full force, especially in the Premier League. No Christmas break. Your Christmas break is coming in the new year. So everyone needs to, exactly. Champions is also in the new year. Arsenal playing in the Champions League. Chelsea going for Holy Pilgrimage. Liverpool playing in the Champions League. Same for Man City. Well, United also doing Thursday boys. So everyone needs to be at their best. Well, luckily for United, they have a new manager. But we don't know what to expect yet. Even though we saw his style with Sporting, we know what is expected of him. His first 4-5 games are winnable games. But what happens after? What happens in the festive period where you play 22nd, you play Boxing Day, you play 29th, still play on New Year's Day. And after New Year's game, FA Cup goes. Then reality will set in. But I'm sure everyone's going to have fun. This is a competition we're always looking out for. Not by December, everyone is chasing. Okay, City have won. What happens to second, third, and fourth? They may still win, but at least now it's definitely not going to be an easy ride for them.
Pep Guardiola, Bolu mentioned City. Maybe that's the cue. Pep Guardiola said that he has won it, I think 6-7. Maybe it's time for another team to win it. Do you think he's playing mind games that Guardiola will still go on for the EPL title?
Pep always plays the mind game. Pep always wants you to believe that you have the power, you have the control, and it comes behind like a thief in the night and snatch the title. He did that many times this season. He suffocated Liverpool so much that I think he forced Klopp to even run away from the league, because it's so pathetic that you have 97 points and not win the league. And under Pep Guardiola, Arsenal has played some of their best football, and they still come second each time of the season. And people say, yes, the point haul has not been that high, but the thing is, it's like City have a way of managing the speed of the league. If you want to go to 90, they press to 90. If you want to go to 80, they manage the way it is. But this season, they are really struggling, and I get that. They won so much. So it's not a surprise that maybe fatigue has set in. Maybe what we call sometimes the champions complacency has already happened to them. So I think it's for City now to now sit down. Guardiola said he loved the challenge. It's not for him now sit down and look at how to rejig his team. He has players that have not really played to that level yet. Like people like Sevinho, they've not won the league. Doku has not won the league. Yeah, he won last season. He just came for the first time. He won last season. So he has some players that are still hungry to do it. Foden has not proved himself after he won Player of the Year. So it would be like a bad omen that he won an important individual title, and to the following season he flopped to the following season. So they still have a lot to play, and don't forget it's still 10 games, 11th week now after the international break. 27 whole weeks to go, so that's a lot. So everybody rejoicing now that City are suffering. They better start winning games. They better do like Liverpool, because Liverpool are winning games. They're not even looking whether they don't want to play well. They don't care about playing good football, but they pick up the points, and that's what has helped them up to this point. So even if they start dropping or losing games, they'll still be around that top 2 spots. So that's what Arsenal and Chelsea are not doing. Chelsea, under the new manager, they tend to want to score lots of goals, beautiful goals. Arsenal want to dress the ball a lot. Today I saw a little bit of grit in Havertz. He got bruised. He still wants to continue. He still wants to play. That's good. In the long run, it might help the team. But for now, nobody has that champions mentality like the way Manchester City have it. And for fans rejoicing, you might want to tamper that with some patience. With some patience, because Guardiola is Guardiola. He's not the best coach in the world for no reason. Guardiola would definitely do something to that City squad in January. Remember, they are rich. They can buy anybody they want. So it will fix the Rodri problem, definitely, because he's looking as if he's struggling with that. Gundogan is not playing very well right now. Kovacic is trying. He's even scoring from his position, but that's not what they need from their player. They need somebody that will dictate play for them. You can see fans are rejoicing. You can hear their voice right now. So I don't know how it will translate. Maybe they're Chelsea fans. They're happy with the points anyway with Arsenal. So I don't know how that will translate to when City finally win the league, how people will react. People will not be happy. Teams like Manchester United will not be happy. They are noising the bus to Manchester United. They are closing the gap to Sir Alex Ferguson's record. And remember, they are saying Manchester won 20 league titles, Premier League titles, but Ferguson won 13. Guardiola has won already 7. And he's looking at that with one corner of the eyes. Mind the gap. So he's playing mind games. I agree with you. He's playing mind games.
Okay, guys. We'll wrap up. But Liverpool are top of the league. Let me go a bit personal. Let me come back home. Liverpool's best player this season has been Mohamed Salah. You can't take that away. Remember, on I think our 2nd or 3rd edition of Premium Sport, maybe you can go back and check that out on YouTube, and also don't forget to follow us on all our socials. Bolu mentioned that if it comes to voting for the African Footballer of the Year, because of the way the Arab world votes, that they would go for Mohamed Salah. Salah might win the African Footballer of the Year ahead of our own Ademola Lookman, who we believe is the best African player right now. Let's have that conversation, guys, before we go. We'll wrap up. I'll end with you because you started the agenda. So let me start with CJ. Salah's form, do you think it can change anything? And Lookman, who finished 14th in the Ballon d'Or. Where did Salah finish in the Ballon d'Or? I don't even think he was top 30.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Do you think Salah's form right now, because of recency bias, might affect Ademola Lookman not winning the African Footballer of the Year?
Good point again. There's always recency bias when it comes to any voting in the world. But Ademola Lookman deserves this. If you remember, the last person that won it was a Nigerian. He was the only person also in the top 10. That's Victor Osimhen. He came 8th in the Ballon d'Or. And this time our boy Lookman came 14th. Out of 30 players, he's the only African there. So that alone should count for something. So I understand the angle Bolu is coming from, the angle of voting and what it means. But for fairness sake, for the sake of who should win it, Ademola Lookman has done more than enough. And for recency bias also, he's been scoring goals. I don't want to stretch the argument. I just say Ademola Lookman should win the African Player of the Year.
Awards and fairness. Madrid fans will not agree. He's a Madrid fan.
Well, the truth is, I was really waiting for the top 10 from CAF. Then immediately I saw the finalists and I didn't see Salah's name. I said, Inshallah. Because we know if Salah's name is there, we can have other Arab players. Maybe the voting can still shake. But if it's Mo Salah, almost 100% of the attention always goes to the Nigeria. So when I saw the Nigeria was on there, so I think what Salah is doing now is ahead of next season. But the good news is Ademola Lookman is playing for next year as well. Victor Osimhen is also playing for next year. So if you are going by what we are already seeing this season, it feels like the battle will be Salah, Osimhen, Ademola Lookman. But for this year, based on everyone on the list, CAF normally do January to October. From the AFCON, among all the players on the list, Lookman was the best player at the AFCON. For the remainder of the season, Lookman is still the best amongst all of them. From the start of the season until October, Ademola Lookman is still the best amongst all of them on the list. I think it's fair to say he's the one that win. The only man that made challenge is Hakimi because of Morocco. Not too great at the AFCON, but the Olympics major. But I still think Lookman is good enough to win this title.
Okay, Bolu says don't fear Salah, fear Hakimi. But Lookman should still win it. On that note, thank you so much, CJ. Thank you so much, Bolu. Yes, it's Chijo Keziali. This is Boluwa Titonishola Omoni. I'm the amazing Kingsley. Yes, sir, we are done with this particular package. We will do more of this because we see that loads and loads of the fans really love that we have to come out here. You can hear the music in the background. This is Fish Farm Ogudu in the city of Lagos. You can always follow us on all our socials. You get to watch our shows on Fridays 7 p.m. and then on Sundays 10 a.m. It's Premium Sport on PBO TV on Star Times, and then follow us on all social media platforms, PBO Premium Sport. I'm the amazing Kingsley. This music and this glass needs to actually be filled, and they need to look for their cups because we've got to party. Well, maybe Manchester United cannot party. Maybe Madrid can party small. They want 4-0. Well, Man United can party. They want 3-0. But for an Arsenal fan, I won't party for Arsenal. I'll party for PBO and Premium Sport. I'm the amazing Kingsley. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on Star Times.